Very good evening, students. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology. All right, so we are going to continue with the coordinate geometry that we did yesterday. Right, so many of you gave me excellent answers. That is, the answers were correct, and you were so swift enough, very fast enough in giving me your answers also. So we'll continue with this so that you know we can complete this coordinate geometry, which is very important for your standard 10. All right. Now your question goes: the coordinates of the point which divides the line joining the points 8, 9 and -7, 4 internally in the ratio 3:2 is dash. All right. So now we always know that we have a formula. The coordinates of the point P of x comma y, which divides the line segment joining the points x1, y1, x2, y2, internally in the ratio m1, m2 is m1, x2 plus m2, x1 by m1 plus m2, m1, y2 plus m2, y1 by m1 plus m2. Isn't it? Okay. So now being the first sum, let's do this and get the answer. The problem is there is no place for me to do. Anyway, I will try. Yes. Okay, pen. Yes. So now I will consider this as x1, y1. This as x2, y2. Isn't it? So this is m1, m2. M1, M2. Right. So what is M1? 3 into what is X2 minus 7 plus what is M2? 2 into what is X1? 8 by M1 plus M2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Right. And what is the next one? M1, Y2. 3 into Y2 is 4 plus M2. M2 is 2 into Y1 is 9 by M1 plus M2 is 5. Right. So now I have minus 7 into 3 is minus 21 plus 8 2s are 16 by 5. Next, 4 3s are 12 plus 18 by 5. So 21 minus 21 plus 16, which is minus 5 by 5. Next, I have 30 by 5, isn't it? So what is your answer? Minus 1, 5, 6 are 30. So minus 1, 6 is option 3. I'm sure you all must be getting this. Yes, it is. Is it clear? It is mere application of formula. That's all. All right. Now with this, now before that, let me see how many of you have joined. Yes. Navatej, good evening. Good evening to all of you. Supriya, Prem Charan, Siddharth, Navatej, good. Yes, good students. Very good to meet you all. Hope you all are doing. I'm giving you a lot of time to do the sum so that if you still do not understand, you can now understand by working out along with me. All right, now let's move on to the next sum. The distance between the points 0, 7 and minus 7, 0. What it is? Now we know the distance formula, isn't it? x1, y1, x2, y2. Right. For your understanding, I still have space here x1, y1, x2, y2. Right. So what is the distance formula? y2 minus y1 the whole square plus x2 minus x1 the whole square root of. So what is y2? 0 minus 7 the whole square plus x2 minus x1 the whole square. So 7 sevens are 49 plus 7 sevens are 49. So I get 9 twos are 18, 4 twos are 8 plus 1, 9. So root 98, right? So let's factorize this. 2 fours are 8, 2 nines are 18. So 7 sevens are 49. Now how can I, make this simpler? 7 into 7 into 2. So when you have two numbers inside the root, one can come outside, right? So other one, I can write it as root 7 into 2. In other words, 7 into 14. Sorry, when 2 7 is there, when it comes outside, it becomes 1 7. Next, you will have only 2. So it is 7 root 2. Isn't it? 7 sevens are 49. Root 49 is 7. Root 2 is 2. That's all. So your answer is 7 root 2, whereby you get option 4 as a correct answer. Hope you all are getting the same answers. Let's check the answer. Yes, it is. All right. So how many of you have given me the correct answers? I have Lavanya. Yes, you are right, Lavanya. Next, I have Harshavardhan. Yes, Harshavardhan, you're right. Navatej, you are right. Next, I have Prem Charan, you are right. Supriya. Supriya have not given me the answer yet. Quickly do it and give me the answer. I have Deeksha, you are right. Then Harshavardhan. Yes, again, you're right. All right, so almost, next I have Stutasya. Yes, Stutasya, you're right. Good. I have Vasant, you are right. Jnaneshwar, you are right. Yeah, then I have Siddhartha, you are right to give me the answer. Shraddha. Shraddha, you're right. Sai, you're right. Good. And one more, Supriya. Now your answer is right. Good students. All of you have given me the correct answers. Good. Now let's move on to the next question. Yes, see the question. A circle is drawn with origin as center and passing through 2, 3, then its radius is dash. Okay. So the question is clear actually. A circle is drawn with origin as center and passing through 2, 3, then its radius is dash. So quickly you can think over it and then give me the answers. Just think before we could give you the answer, students. Quickly think over and then give me the answer. The time is running, but still I'm giving you time because you can think and then give me the answer for this. All right. Let's see. Yes. So here it is root 13. All right. Yes. Now, the area of the triangle formed by A, B plus C, B, C plus A, and C, A plus B is dash. So you can use this formula actually. Let's try working it out. I think we did one sum like this yesterday. Let's try. This is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Isn't it? Yeah. So now half into So half into what is x1a into what is y2c plus a minus y3 is minus a minus b plus what is x2b into what is y3 a plus b minus y1 is minus b minus c plus x3 is c into what is y1? y1 is b plus c minus y2, right? So what is y2? Minus c minus a. All right, so now just cancel plus a minus a plus b minus b plus c minus c. Now what do you get? Half into a into c minus b plus b into a minus c plus c into b minus a. Right? So just bring it out. A into c ac minus a into b ab plus a into b ab minus b into c bc plus b into c bc minus a into c ac. Now plus ab minus ab minus ac plus ac plus bc minus bc. So 0 into anything becomes 0. So your answer must be option 3. All right. Yes, it is correct. Fine. So hope you all have understood and doing it along with me. Do it along with me so that you will have a good practice. All right, let's move on to the next sum. The distance between the points 3, 0, 0, 5. So 3, 0, 0, 5. So x1, y1, x2, y2. What is the distance formula? x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, the whole square, plus x2 minus x1, the whole square. So 5 5s are 25 plus 9. So root 34. So your answer must be option 2. Okay. Yes, it is. Now let's check how many of you have given me the correct answers, by the way. Yes, I have many answers. Shraddha, for which one you said option 3? Now the answer is option 2. Siddhartha, yes, you are right, option 2. Sai, you're right. Jnaneshwar, you are right. Jnaneshwar, you've written 3. For this sum, the answer is 2, isn't it? Yes. Next, I have Vasant. Vasant, how many times you're writing 2 to 2 to Vasant? Once if you write, I will understand. Okay. Next, I have Sutasya. I think Sutasya have given the last question, answer for the last question. Yes. So likewise, I have Deeksha, Harshavardhan, Prem Charan, Navatej, Lavanya, Pranita. All right, good. Now let's move on to the next question. Yes, the centroid of a triangle whose vertices are. Right, so now you need to find out the centroid. So the formula is also given to you for your convenience. X1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Isn't it? Yeah. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So what is x1? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So 4 plus 2, 6 minus 2 is 4 by 3. 8 plus 6, 14 minus 3, 11 by 3. So it is option 4. Let's see. Yes, it is. All right, students. So hope you all have understood and you're doing it. All right. Next. Right. So let's move on to the next question. If p comma 2 minus 3 comma 4, 7 comma minus 1 are fully near, then what is the value of p? So it's very simple one. You just have to find out the area of the triangle. Okay. So x1 y1. So half into x1 is p. What is y2? Minus of minus 1 plus what is x2? Minus 3 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So 4 plus 1, 5. 5p. Okay, minus 3 into minus 3 will be plus 9. Minus 2 into 7 will be minus 14. What is that we are saying? If it's collinear, means it must be 0. So minus 3 is 9. Minus 2 into 7 is 14. Okay, so what is 14 minus 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it 5p minus 5 equal to 0? Because when this half goes the other way, it becomes 0. So 5p is equal to 5. P is equal to 5 divided by 5 is 1. So your answer must be option 1. So the value of P is 1. All right, let's see the answer. It is 1. All right. If you have given me the correct answer, then it means you have understood. All right, students. Now let's see how many of you have given the correct answers. Yes, I have with me Yaneshwar, Sai, Siddhartha, Harshavardhan, Diksha, Prem Charan, Navatej, Lavanya, Pranita. Maniganda, Divya, Vaishnavi. Yes, good. All right. Now with this, we are moving on to the next question. The slope of the line passing through C by T1, comma CT1. C by T2, comma CT2 is what? Yes, I remember doing this sum. So I'm going to leave it to you. The slope will be x2 minus x1 by y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Right? Yes. Now with this, you'll be able to give me the answer. Quickly do it and give me the answer, students. Please don't take more than 1 minute to solve simple questions. Only thing is you should be careful with your multiplication. Okay. It is minus T1 to T2. Right. Now, two vertices of a triangle are 3, 5 and minus 4, minus 5. If the centroid of the triangle is 4, 3, find the third vertex. I suppose this sum is given to you as homework. x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is 4, 3. Okay. So 3, 5 minus 4, minus 5. x1, y1, x2, y2. So what is x1? 3. x2, 3. X2, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is equal to 4, 3. Right? Okay. Now, 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus x3 by 3 is 4. So minus 1 plus x3 is 12. So x3 will be, when this minus 1 goes to the other side, it becomes 12 plus 1, 13. Next, see here. 5 minus 5 is 0. 0 plus y3 is equal to 9. So y3 is 9. So your x3, y3 is 13, 9. So option 1 must be the correct answer. Yes. We are only taking the centroid, adding up, right? We don't know the third vertex, but the centroid is given. So using that, we are finding out the third vertex, that is x3, y3. Okay. Right. Now let's move on to the next question. If minus 2, 8 and 6 comma minus 4 are the end points of a diameter of a circle. Right? See here. This is a circle. They are the end points of the diameter. So minus 2 comma 8, 6 comma minus 4. Now what is that you need to find out? The middle point, center of the circle is what? So for which you will use the midpoint. Right? So what is the midpoint formula? X1 y1 x2 y2. This x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So x1 plus x2 by 2, comma x2 y1 plus y2 by 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4 by 2 is 2. 8 minus 4, 4 by 2 is 2. So your answer must be option 3. Hopefully it is right. Let's see. Yes. All right. So I'm sure you would have understood this. It's a very simple question. You just have to understand. That's all. Read the question 4 times. Even if you don't understand, then you will understand. You know, when you read 3-4 times, you will get the some crux of the question. All right, now let me see how many of you have given this simple answer. Yes, I have many who have given me the answer. Yes, I have with me Priya, Arsha, Deeksha, Prem Charan, Navatej, Lavanya, Pranita, Maniganda, Divya, Vaishnavi, Shraddha, Siddhartha, Sai, Jnaneshwar. Good students. Good that you all are really making a good attempt. All right, now let's move on to the next question. Yes. The distance of a point alpha comma beta from the origin is what? The distance of a point alpha comma beta from the origin is dash. Is it option 1 alpha plus beta? Is it option 2 alpha square plus beta square? Is it option 3 square root of alpha square plus beta square? Or is it option 4 alpha square minus beta square? Right? So the distance is what? Root of alpha square plus beta square. What else it can be? Isn't it? See, 0 comma 0, alpha comma beta. Let's take x1 y1 x2 y2 y2 minus y1 the whole square. Y1 is 0 root of plus x2 minus x1 the whole square. It can either be x1 x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. As such, this is the answer. All right. Yes. Now let's move on to the next question. The center of a circle 0 comma 0 and 3 comma minus 3 is a point on the circle. Then what is the radius? Right. So the center of the circle 0 comma 0, 3 comma minus 3 is a point on the circle. So find the radius. So x1 y1 x2 y2, let's assume it to be distance formula is y2 minus y1 the whole square plus x2 minus x1 the whole square. So 9 plus 9 is root 18. So it is root of 3 into 3 into 2. So root 9 is 3 root 2. So it should be option 1. So I'm just giving you 1 minute time to understand this and do it so that you know you need not rush. So write down the distance formula y2 root of y2 minus y1 the whole square plus x2 minus x1 the whole square, right? And then work out the answer. Okay. Yes. Let's see. It should be 3 root 2, not option 4. Okay. The answer given over here is wrong. Right. Now let's move on to the next question. If 3 comma minus 1, 2 comma 6 and minus 5 comma 7 are the midpoints of the sides of the triangle ABC, then area of the triangle ABC is dash square units. So they have given you the hint, use the area of triangle formula for the midpoints and multiply by 4 to get the area of the triangle ABC. So what is area of the triangle? Half into, see you have 1, 2, 3, simple. X2 minus x, y1 into x2 minus x3 plus y2 into yx1 minus x2 plus y3 into x3 minus x1. So 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. That is a 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Correct. So y1 into x2 minus x3, y2 into x1 minus x2, y3 into x3 minus x1. Right. So you just have to substitute this in this. That's all. X1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay. Just a second. All right. Half into what is y1? Is minus 1 into x2 is 2 minus x3 plus what is y2? 6 into x1 is 3 minus x2 plus what is y3? 7 into x3 minus x1. Okay. So half into 5 plus 2 is 7. So minus 7 plus 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into 6 is 6. So minus 8 into 7 minus 56. Right? So 62. So you get minus 62 plus 6. 56 by 2, which is 28. So 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. Right? So 8 4s are 32, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's see the answer. It is 96. Right. So let's check with the formula that we have done. Yes. So your area of a triangle is x1 into, it should be the other way around, isn't it? So x1 into, just a second. X1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. All right. So now half into x1 is 3 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Right. So half into minus 1 plus 2 into 8 minus 5 into minus 7. All right. So finally, you will get the answer as half into minus 4 plus 16 plus 35. Isn't it? So half into 35 plus 16 is 51. So it becomes plus 51 minus 4. So it is 47. So it is now, what is that is to be done? They say that we need to multiply by 4. Isn't it? So you get 7 twos are 14, 4 twos are 8 plus 1, 9. Right? So it should be 94. Almost we have got the answers. Right? So option 1 is correct. All right. So now with this, we are moving on to the next question. Right. If 0, 0, a, 0 and 0, b are collinear, then 4 options are given. A, B is 0, A is equal to B, A is minus B, A minus B is equal to C. Right? So what is the correct answer? If 0, 0, A, 0 and 0, B are collinear, then which answer is right? A, B is 0, A is equal to B, A is equal to minus B, A minus B is equal to C. Yes, so you cannot take more than 2 minutes. So we have 3 points. Isn't it x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3? All right. So now let's see the answer. It is AB is equal to 0. All right. Now see the next question. The ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 1, 3 and 4, minus 7 divided at the point 2, minus 3 is dash. Right? So the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 1, 3, 4 comma minus 7 divided at the point 2 comma minus 3 is dash. Right? So is it 3 is to 2, 2 is to 3, 8 is to 1, 1 is to 4. So they have given us the hint that use m is to n, x1 minus x is to x minus x2. So with this hint, I'm sure we can solve this question. Yes, quickly try, students. Yes, I'm sure you all are trying and giving me the answer. Right, it is 3 is to 2. Right. See the next question. If minus 2 minus 1, a comma 0, 4 comma b, and 1 comma 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram, then a comma b are dash. Right. So what is that they have given is find the midpoint of the diagonals and then them, equate x coordinates and equate y coordinates. Okay. Just a second. Yes, students, just take down this sum so that we'll continue this in the next class. So we will have science now. We will have chemistry. So Soumya ma'am will take chemistry. Quickly take down, 1 minute time is there. You can take down this sum along with the hint so that in the next class we will discuss the sum and then continue with the rest of the sums. All right? Yes. All right. Over to you, Soumya ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. So today we will have a quick chemistry session on chemical reactions. Just let me share my screen quickly. I think everyone are able to see this slide, right? So this is our first question. Just like in yesterday's session, most of you were very active in the previous session of chemistry. So try to answer everyone, be attentive so that I will also get the enthusiasm to do more better. So now the first question is, when lead oxide reacts with carbon to give lead plus carbon dioxide, this is the reaction given here. Which of the following statements are correct? First one, lead is reduced. Second one, carbon dioxide is oxidized. Third one, carbon is oxidized. Fourth option is lead oxide is reduced. Which is the right option? So let us see whether who will give me the answer now. Come on, try quickly, guys. Yeah, I have some answers over here. Option 3. Premcharan is telling that it is option 3. Lavanya, Divya. Okay, good evening for everyone once again. So Premcharan has guessed it as option 3, that is carbon is oxidized. This is absolutely right. So let us see how this is right. Just a minute. So if you see the elemental state of carbon here, so here on the reactant state, the elemental carbon oxidation state will be 0 because it's an elemental carbon over here. So it is converting it as converted as a carbon dioxide, right? So on the product side, if you see there are two oxygens. So in total, the charge is -4 for oxygen. So carbon is definitely +4. Okay, +4 is carbon. So the carbon oxidation state changes, and here what is carbon doing? Carbon is gaining oxygens. Carbon is gaining oxygens. So in this process, carbon is losing electrons. Losing electrons. So what happens when it loses electrons? We have a common rule that LEO, that is loss of electrons give oxidation, gain of electrons give reduction. This is a common mnemonic you can remember. Leo. Okay, Leo means loss of electrons, oxidation. Gain of electrons, reduction. Here carbon is losing electrons. That is why carbon is getting oxidized. So option C is, so let us see what is an option here. Sorry, carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. Carbon dioxide is getting oxidized in this question. So it is not the, here you have to see the options here. Both, all the three terms are correct. A, B and C. All that in this condition, carbon dioxide is getting oxidized in the process. Carbon is losing the electrons. That is why carbon is getting oxidized into carbon dioxide. Now let us see the next question. Which of the following does not produce a chemical reaction? So when you read the following options, which one do you feel is not a chemical reaction? First one is melting of candle wax on heating. Second one is digestion of food in body. Third one is process of respiration. Fourth one is burning of candle when heated. So let us see which one is the correct option. Shrutasya is telling it is option 1. Remaining people, Gopichand, Vasant. So till now I can see Shrutasya mentioning the right option. So let us see what is the right answer. The correct answer is option 1, that is melting of candle wax on heating. Why this is not a chemical reaction? If you see digestion, respiration, or burning of candle, burning, charring, all the three are some chemical indications or the chemical reactions. But if you see the melting of candle, it's a physical change. Physical change. Why it is called as physical change? Because here the state of the solid is being changed into like a melted molten solid or liquid nearly. So since there is a change in state, that is why it is a physical change. It's not a chemical reaction or not a chemical change. Okay. So that is why option 1 is correct. Well done, Shrutasya. So now let us go to the next question. The chemical reaction between quicklime and water is characterized as. First option is formation of slaked lime precipitate. Second option is change in color of the product. Third option is evolution of hydrogen gas. And fourth option is change in temperature of mixture. So which is the right option? Now let us see who will answer this first. Vasant again has mentioned it is option 1. Shrutasya is telling it is option 4. Premcharan is also telling it's option 4. Divya is mentioning it as option 1. So shall we see which is the answer? So answer is option 1. Formation of slaked lime particles. So when quicklime reacts with water, quicklime is CaO. When it reacts with water, it will form calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. This is slaked lime. Slaked lime. So it will also like release lot of heat during this reaction. Okay. So there is lot of heat also which is liberated during this reaction. That is a quick reaction of the quick lime. So lime precipitate is formed in this reaction. So next question. One of the following is an exothermic reaction. What is the reaction which is exothermic? Now come on, guess the right answer. First one is process of respiration. Second one is electrolysis of water. Third one is process of photosynthesis. And fourth one is conversion of limestone into quicklime. Shrutasya is giving its option 1. Vaishnavi is mentioning it as option 2. Premcharan option 1. And Vasant is mentioning it as option 4. Let us see what is the right answer. Process of respiration is the correct answer. Okay. Why? Because respiration involves oxidation of glucose. What happens in respiration? Glucose is oxidized. Glucose is oxidized in the body, and it will release energy in form of heat. So that is why this heat will form the exothermic reaction. Okay, because of the heat, the exothermic reaction is taking place. Now let us see the next question. The metal that will react with concentrated sulfuric acid on, so which of the metal reacts with sulfuric acid heavily? One is copper, second one is iron, third one is platinum, fourth one is both copper and iron. Which is the right option? ఏ మెటల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ సల్ఫ్యూరిక్ యాసిడ్ తో బాగా రియాక్ట్ అవుతుంది? So Shrutasya, it's both 1 and 2. Then Vaishnavi is mentioning it as option 1. Premcharan is also mentioning it as 1 and 2. Vasant is mentioning it as option 4. Why only 4 people are responding? Remaining people are not active. Try guessing. Everyone can try guessing. Okay. Now let us see what is the right answer. Yes, it is both 1 and 2. So here, when iron reacts with hot sulfuric acid, it forms iron sulfate. So iron will form iron sulfate when it reacts with H2SO4, which is concentrated. At the same time, copper and platinum generally, like as simple as iron, they cannot react, but reaction can take place with both copper and iron. Platinum does not react with concentrated sulfuric acid. Next question. The chemical equations are balanced to satisfy one of the following laws in chemical reactions. This we already discussed in our previous class when we have discussed about the balancing equations. If anyone were there from beginning, they can easily do it. First option is law of conservation of velocity. Second one is law of conservation of momentum. Third one is law of conservation of mass. And fourth one is law of conservation of potential energy. So which is the right option? Tutasya is telling it's option 1. Vaishnavi is mentioning it as option 3. Divya is mentioning it as law of conservation of mass. So I think most of you are for law of conservation of mass. Okay, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Same way, law of conservation of mass is mass cannot be created. So how much of moles are there in the reactant should be